Jack Nicholson will go down in history as one of the greatest American actors. For 7 decades, the New Jersey-born actor has dominated the silver screen, turning in brilliant performances in films such as The Shining and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He's won 3 Academy Awards and has been nominated 100 times for other industry awards, including 86 wins. Over the years, Nicholson has kept many details of his personal life private. However, the lid was opened slightly in the 1970s thanks to some digging by a Time magazine reporter, and it was revealed to Nicholson and the whole world that the actor's family was not at all what he thought it was. Jack Nicholson was born on April 22, 1937, in Neptune City, New Jersey, and he grew up on the Jersey Shore. His parents, at least the 2 people who he thought were his parents, were John and Ethel Mae Nicholson. Young Jack grew up with his parents and with June, 17 years his senior, whom he believed was his much older sister, and another sister, actually his aunt, Lorraine. As it turns out, however, June had gotten pregnant and wasn't sure who the father was. Jack's grandparents decided to raise the boy as if he were their own son, not their grandson, and never tell him the truth. June and Lorraine agreed, and Jack grew up with his mother and aunt acting the part of his sisters. The family eventually moved to New York City. June was an aspiring actress, and by the time Jack was 16, she had moved to LA to chase her dreams. Jack finished high school with good enough grades to get a partial college scholarship, but he was directionless and uninterested, preferring to bet on the ponies and pick up a few shifts as a lifeguard. In 1954, Nicholson decided to follow June to LA, not knowing she was actually his mother. By this time, a mature, muscular, and attractive young man, he tooled around in a couple of odd jobs before a local MGM producer took notice. And by 1958, Nicholson was appearing in low-budget horror movies, something he would do until his big break in 1969's Easy Rider. June, meanwhile, didn't have the success her son did, and she died in 1963 when Jack was 26. By 1974, the 37-year-old Nicholson was one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. And as part of the publicity for his then upcoming film Chinatown, Time magazine decided to do a feature story on him. When the researchers were looking into Jack's childhood and parentage, they came across some facts that didn't add up with the narrative that Jack had been providing. Nicholson found out the truth when the researchers called him on the phone to ask for clarification.
Oh, what am I gonna do now?
According to Patrick McGilligan's biography, Jack's Life, Nicholson called his brother-in-law to get some answers, saying, "Shorty, this is the most thing I've ever heard. A guy calls me on the phone and says that my father is still alive and that Ethel Mae wasn't really my mother, that June was my mother." Eventually, Shorty and Lorraine, who was still living, confirmed the details, and the jig, such as it was up. Time magazine promised not to reveal the truth, but the truth nevertheless came to light in a Parade magazine column in 1977. When Nicholson found out that he'd been lied to about his parentage, he was more relieved than anything else. He told Cigar Aficionado in a 1995 interview, "I'd say it was a pretty dramatic event, but it wasn't what I'd call traumatizing. After all, by the time I found out who my mother was, I was pretty well psychologically formed. As a matter of fact, it made quite a few things clearer to me. If anything, I felt grateful." Nicholson later told Rolling Stone he was actually impressed with his family's ability to keep a secret for so long. For a time, Nicholson would refer to June as his sister mother, but eventually just stopped publicly talking about her. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more grunge videos about your favorite actors are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.